Do you agree that students should have the same rights in a public school as they do in a public library or public park? This district attorney apparently agrees that they should have their constitutionally protected rights. A superintendent was criminally charged after student searches. Now, we had some issues in this regard in Lehighton, and regretfully, we did not have the moral majority board at the time, and a lot of it got covered up and squashed and things like that. But Fourth Amendment Constitution, and let's take a look at what's going on, and let's see how I'm so glad that we used lawful transparency to record all these events so that we can go back now and take a look at the history through the eyes of the winner, as they say. Okay, let's take a peek. I'll get rid of this. All right, so we're going to start here. I'm going to buzz through these. You can go online. You can watch all of them in their entirety if you so desire. We are not clipping them. It's just the fact that they are there, and we don't have time in this video to hit them all, but they're all sitting there. So here we go.
Do on this, because listen to this.
We got some reports of kids dueling in the building today, unfortunately.
On this, because listen to this.
We got some reports of kids dueling in the building today. Unfortunately, did come up. What I will tell you is he was very cooperative. We searched him, and we found nothing on him. He's good to go. But we did want to just let you know that we did search him today. He is fine. We did have some kids on video camera as well. He was not one of them, but his name did come up. And
Last June, I did conduct searches of students based on reasonable suspicion that they possessed contraband items. My work was directly supervised by the building principal and subsequently evaluated by the assistant superintendent, and solicitor, all of whom found no wrongdoing when one described it as being, quote, textbook. It is my belief that Mr. Bradley's claims are a method of retaliation and intimidation by an elected official in response to a complaint that I filed against him earlier this year. I called Mrs. Bowman. I said, Mrs. Bowman, I am sorry, I can no longer help you with your campaign. There's a difference between being an administrator and being a classroom teacher. I don't want a conflict of interest. She texted me back. She said, I understand. Good luck. That was it. I interviewed. I got the position. Mr. Bradley posted the article from the Times News on his campaign website with the caption, clairvoyant, with a question mark, when I was hired for that position. Now, we fast forward throughout the year. We come to an episode in June where students were searched. Suddenly, I'm in a meeting, Mr. Bradley shows up. There were rather unflattering comments made about me during that meeting, and then all of a sudden, over the summer, I strip searched students, patted them down, and now I'm posting sexually explicit messages on my Twitter. My Twitter is @Mr. Hauser LAHS. If you would like to go visit it, there's lots of stuff on there supporting our students. The sexually explicit image, from what I gather based on the threatening and harassing emails that I got about it, was somehow through the course of Twitter, an image came up posted by one of our students. There was a school club trip, I won't say which one so that I don't identify the students. In this picture, the students had done very well at this competition. And they were posing with peace signs, pointing, this and that. I thought, wow, here's like 12 of our kids who just medaled in a state competition. I'm going to hit retweet and say, kudos everybody, job well done. What I didn't see was in the back row, one of those kids was making a gesture that may or may not have related to some sort of sexual message. Now, I'm 35 years old. I'm no longer cool. I don't know what slang and gestures and all that are there. I'm a learned man, but I am not always 100% knowledgeable in contemporary adolescent gestures. Okay? There's a couple I know, but they change. Looking in their locker, frisking them,
looking in their purse,
So first of all,
looking in their purse,
they're never
their
frisked.
mother's purse,
They're never frisked.
or strip search.
They're not restricted. They're not frisked. Students are not touched.
Why do you believe that?
Because I believe it.
Okay, and is that written in a policy that it's been restricted that they cannot?
It's
By-
procedure.
That says they cannot do this.
But there's no formal policy, no.
He gave me the.
What policy did they use? Show me the policy that they used. If we're the policy meeting and you think that there's a policy that says we're allowed to frisk students, show me where that is.
It's not we're allowed to frisk students, but if they have reasonable doubt and they suspect something, it is within policy for them to just pat them down. And that's what he did. He showed me, he demonstrated on me what he did.
So what did he do? What did he demonstrate to
Mr.
you?
Bradley,
He touched the student.
Mr. Bradley,
Hold on. She just said he demonstrated to her. He touched the student.
Mr. Bradley.
You said they can't touch the student.
All right.
That's it.
No, it's not it. It's not. This is not the.
Yes,
No, this is the policy
Something
meeting.
that's not appropriate for this meeting.
She just demonstrated what is complete conflict of what you're saying.
Again, Mr.
That's
that's your own.
No, it's not my own. You say there's a policy that allows us.
Mr. Bradley,
Is there a
say
policy?
anything regarding this issue?
Okay, different situation. Are they allowed to frisk? Is there anywhere in our policy allows a teacher to frisk these students?
Again, I'm not getting into this discussion.
Is there a policy that allows?
Mr. Bradley, we can sit here
you're
and
gonna have to
argue all
read policy.
I can't find one, Rita. That's my question. If you can tell me that there is one,
Point out, but
show me that there is one.
okay, you show me that there isn't.
I can show you that there isn't. There's a policy book. There's nothing in there that says he can. And in a meeting last month, he says they don't. The president says they don't, and you're saying that they
But
did.
the policy.
And he demonstrated it to you.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes, sir.
this.
Is there? I'm asking a very direct question to the superintendent of our school. Is there a policy that allows it? Is there a policy that
I
allows?
can either confirm or deny.
I will ask the full question, and then you can confirm or deny. Ready? Is there a policy within our district that allows any teacher or administrator or principal or vice principal to physically touch and frisk a student?
Mr. Bradley, again, you're asking a question regarding a situation.
No, I'm asking a straight question.
There is no, are you asking for a policy?
Is there a policy number that allows?
Procedure is for our principals, administrators, and teachers to act in good faith to keep our schools safe and secure at all times.
Excellent. Is there a policy or procedure that allows any one of our employees to touch and frisk a student?
Again, I can either confirm or deny.
I think you guys are in a world that we better get this policy straight because we're violating it according to what you're saying and according to what you're just demonstrating.
Well, you just said there is no policy.
Which means he did not act within the policy of the
How do
district
you highlight a policy that doesn't exist?
by touching a student. So now you're telling me the loophole is if there's no policy? All right, let's get started fresh. Missy, I like to I make a motion, hold on, I make a motion that we add a policy.
You don't have to.
I make a motion that we add a policy that this allows our employees to touch students. You won't do it?
I don't agree with that.
Well, you will do it or not?
This revolutionary
Witnesses that he did, so you're actually.
Our employees are it's our duty to protect our employees.
Whoa. It's your duty to protect your district, sir.
I will
And if they are going to strip search kids, you better be there at that meeting.
May I finish? I'm not going to be on a board of directors which will allow harassment and bullying within the district. I will not be part of that. Policies were followed. If we want to rewrite policies, we bring it back to the policy committee and we address it at that point. We don't freelance and make rules on our own. We have policies in place.
Actually, the testimony of the person in the meeting said he does exactly that.
Once again, I will not be part of a board that allows harassment in this district or bullying.
You allowed the student to be harassed. He was found innocent.
Again,
He was not strip searched.
Again.
Absolutely was strip search. Multiple children.
Tonto County say they're happy that a criminal case is moving forward against a school official accused of forcing students into a room and searching them.
Surrey School Superintendent is facing 6 counts of false imprisonment. In the First Alert update, Joshua Peguero looks into what changed after the district attorney originally declined to pursue any charges against the administrator.
Surrey Superintendent Kelly Casper is facing a maximum of 6 years in prison for false imprisonment. In court documents, investigators say girls between the ages of 14 to 17 were asked to strip down to their underwear on January 18th. Casper was allegedly looking for vaping devices.
I feel a lot of relief that something is being done so that
I'm sorry, so there you go. Here, in this school district, the superintendent was criminally charged for detaining students and having them stripped down to their skivvies so that she could find or look for a vape. And in Lehighton, in a similar situation, the world of cover-up. Yenser, Spinelli, Stern, Superintendent Cleaver, all no longer within the district. We have a moral majority board. God bless America. Let's protect the students of Lehighton Area School District. Thank you.